Radio, V81 Radio. V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba, Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kanta at programang Tatak Pinoy. Napapanood at napapakinggan kahit saan ka man. Streaming worldwide. In South Manila, this is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan, kahit nasaan ka man ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh,
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio. V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio. V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host, the show, this station, the management, and the network. Welcome to Pride and Proud Asia, Asia's first online radio show that champions LGBT contribution and leadership in business and in our country and the region. Hosted by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce, Visibility, Representation, and Empowerment. This is Pride and Proud Asia. Happy Pride!
Happy Pride everybody. Yan. So again, this is a very exciting episode. So thank you as well to V81 Radio Manila. So welcome to the new season of Proud and Proud Asia, where we put a spotlight on LGBT leadership and the inspiring stories in business and beyond. So I'm your host, your equality advocate, your partner in LGBT business, your traveling smartpreneur, Jeoff Solas. So this online show is presented by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce and in partnership with V81 Radio Manila. In Pride and Proud Asia, we wish to share stories that will make you see us more, hear us more, and love us more. In Pride and Proud Asia, we wish to share stories that will make you, samahan na naman natin to na maraming discussion. This is going to be very special because yung topic natin ngayon, wala ngayon si Angel, so wala po akong co-host. Pero sabi ko nga, baka sabihin nyo sinadya ko to ha, pero this is really in my element because we're talking about a very good show which is about mga BL series, the mga Boys Love series, and how it changed the entertainment and it opens that discussion for Soji. So to our listeners and viewers, I'm part of the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce. It's an important time for us to present this radio program as we strengthen our goal of amplifying voices of the LGBT business community. We focus on developing an inclusive workplace environment, championing LGBT plus leadership, and sharing of best practices across industries and geographic boundaries. So heavy ang ating mga introduction of the chamber. So please visit our website later on. But you are watching us live on the Facebook, pati ho sa YouTube, meron po tayo. So don't be shy to leave us some comments. We'll be delighted to interact with you. So before we start our favorite segment, let me greet everyone, lalo na Saturday night, ang dami pang mga mga discussions. So mga recently, marami tayong mga pag-uusapan, lalo na dun sa mga entertainment, international, pati local news. So very maganda yung yung topic natin sa mga rainbow news. Pero during the pandemic, like I said, I really love the episode this time. I mean, I love everything, pero kasi this is very personal. Lalo na kasi yung during the lockdown, diba, we've been consuming a lot of online streaming, a lot of channels, mga apps pa yan, sumikat pa. Pero particularly yung Boys Love series, yan yung very close to us. Lalo na nung it gives us a certain, it reminds us, especially of our special someone, or probably yung mga earlier years where we still try to manage, diba? Yung tatawag nating feelings or coming out. But nevertheless kasi, ito yung mga episodes nung, syempre marami tayong babanggitin. Sa sobrang ganda nga nung nangyari na to sa BL series, maraming shows, maraming artista na bigyan ng pagkakataon. And it doesn't really limit to the mainstream or big channels, diba? We have independent players as well. And they have been providing us good feedback, recognitions as well abroad. At makikita mo, natutuwa nga ako kasi I myself has been like involved in, it's just part of my recreation. Kaya nga sabi ko, I'm very fortunate and I'm very grateful to kay Christian, kabigting of Asterisk, and also of Darwin Mariano of Ticket to Me, because they were able to provide us good entertainment. Siyempre, isa din yun sa before, nakuha pa namin si Darwin in one of the previous episodes because of how businesses are progressing. Diba? From Ticket to Me e-commerce, bigla nagkaroon sila ng production. And that is really something that we are very supportive as well. Kasi syempre, yung mga ganyang klaseng content, talagang, we are trying to be very critical. Syempre, we wanted the right representation. Tapos, as much as possible, naging, topic, maging mainit, no? Yung mga topic ng about some actors playing the roles na, syempre, as much as possible, they are members or probably they are allies. Kasi meron mga ibang celebrities na nagkakaroon or nami-misinterpret or they were quoted before. Di ba, ang dali-dali lang naman kumuha ng mga previous tweets or previous posts, and then eventually, yan, pinapakita na natin parang mga resibo. So, hi, Pauline as well, Peralta. Thank you so much. So, please keep sharing and, commenting as well. Si Angel Romero. Ayan, nako, Angel, pasensya na sinadya ko ba na wala ka dito? But nevertheless, I am really enjoying this. Baka mamaya sumobra kami ng oras. Pero I'm grateful for my team. So, lahat po yan, pag-uusapan natin. Kasi ang dami-dami mga artista, tapos nagkaroon pa nga ng mga concert series recently. So, there are things that we wanted to really look forward. Kasi syempre, sana hindi na naputol yung momentum noong panahon ng pandemic. Kasi, it still is giving us a lot of momentum. Nandyan pa lalo na yung mga gig-guests natin ngayon. So, no longer surprised, no? Pero kasi, these three boys are very talented. And we wanted to really see them more in succeeding projects. Pagiging threat ba yan kung matatypecast sila sa ganitong role? Later on, we're just gonna be asking that. Pero definitely, yung nabigyan nating spotlight sa kanila, yung binigyan natin pagkakataon is really good enough, kumbaga, para makita natin yung kanilang talents and skills. So, I hope you guys going to support them even after kahit naglalabasan na tayo sa ating mga hello from the USA, Brian Santos. Maraming salamat pag-tune in, iba yung oras dyan. Ngayon, we wanted sana na continuous ang ating mga support, no? Kasi nakilala yung mga GMM TV, yung mga Thai, yung mga Together series, and it really paved the way. Pero before that kasi, meron na tayong mga content na BL na rin yung yung stories. Kaya lang hindi nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. But because of the pandemic, we don't want naman to sugarcoat that this is of course an unfortunate event. Pero kasi because of the talent and skills of the Filipinos, makikita natin doon na regardless of whatever the situation is, makikita mo na talagang we keep ourselves optimistic, we keep ourselves entertained, and we have a very good quality of form of entertainment. Yung stories niyan, kung papanoorin nyo po, available pa rin sila sa YouTube. And those episodes, yung mga series na babanggitin ko later on, have been gathering millions of views already. And it also, yung dyan dumami yung mga subscription or subscribers. Naging talaga, everybody was hooked on YouTube. And maraming mga FB groups, online, mga fans to, talagang trending tayo, not just in the Philippines, not just in Asia, but also worldwide. So BL series kept us and is still keeping us on top of this particular form of entertainment. So marami po tayong dapat ipasalamat, lalo na to sa mga actors na to, because they're giving us not just an opportunity to be represented, but they are sharing stories that very dear and very close to us. Na sometimes it gives us an opportunity, especially for others, na maging mas maging courageous to step out of their comfort zones, try to really find the person or find anything that makes them a person, or any person that can make them whole, finding the purpose of their lives regardless of whatever their soji is. So mahirap, akala ng tao when we're talking about soji, napakalalim niya, kailangan intellectual. Pero kung titingnan nyo ang mga storya ng mga BL series or queer stories pa yan, this is really apparent to our community. Should we know the labels? Yes, to be conscious enough. Kaya yung mga pronouns is also keeping us to be respectful of how to address the people and how they express and show themselves. Pero at the same time kasi, it doesn't make them different from anybody. So everybody has his or her story on how, lalo na when we're talking about falling in love. Pero, okay, let's talk about business. How this particular entertainment are, siyempre remember, meron yung YouTube, may subscribers, meron pang algorithm. So, ang daming views niyan. So, definitely, it keeps a certain production, certain film outfits afloat. Kasi yan yung mga nagbibigay, di ba? Remember, yung marami tayong mga YouTubers. So, just imagine, yung mga ads niyan, yung viewers na yan, it really boosts the industry. So, if you're really looking for value, numbers, na talaga nga bang is there really a community? Is there really profit when we're talking about creating content? Well, BL series is very concrete. It's very current, and you see the numbers. It's trending worldwide. So this is also the best time when people we're talking about the mga anti-discrimination bills. We're going to about SOGI at the workplace. So this is a good consideration for businesses and LGUs to understand. There is significant demand. There are a lot of opportunities that going to pave the way if you open the doors, and we're going to tackle about all of these things. So marami tayong pwedeng pag-usapan dito, masyadong malalim, seryoso, pero the boys will help us and our guests will help us to make it more entertaining, more fun. Ako, makita mo nyo lang sila, talagang yung anxiety level natin during the pandemic lifted us and definitely even inspired us. So maraming tumaas din ang mga followers nila, tapos how did it change their lives, their career perspectives. Kasi dyan mo makikita na parang, iba yung nila, parang line of their interest, pero yung kanilang paano ba naging preparations nila dyan. So siguro what we're going to do now is come up with certain more interviews, going to ask them about their perspectives on how they understand the SOGI. Kasi makikita nyo dyan na kahit bata sila, so they're very, very young. But they're given the right time, the right resources as well, and the right people to share all of these stories for them to be open-minded about certain things. At yung mga to, naging active pa sila. So natutuwa ako sa kanila because they are very active of expressing their thoughts and opinion, particularly during the Pride Month. Some of them are really showing up on stage, joining the causes. Hindi sila natakot na eventually to be tagged or even, let's just say, ma-typecast. Pero kasi nakikita nila na the community and the people, the viewers, are very supportive. So if you already have that kind of fan base, mahirap makita yan, lalo na sa mga ngayon, mga artista. Everybody likes to become a superstar or an influencer, pero yung for them to really have a solid fan base and have a good connection, that's a different topic. Kasi lalo na ngayon, makikita ninyo na even up to now, it's almost like since 2020, almost 2 years na. 2 years na tayo, we're slowly we're opening now the borders, marami nang lumalabas na mga pelikula, nagkakaroon na uli yung mga entertainment shows natin, di ba? Pero nakikita nyo na rin sila. So, all of these things that we're trying to do now is to make sure that everybody is on track. Tapos, we have to keep an eye on them kasi they have so much to offer. So, what I'll do now, kasi marami tayong pag-uusapan na very interesting. Kumbaga parang showbiz na showbiz tayo ngayon. Pero, before that, siguro what we have to do is to go to the Rainbow News kasi mas marami tayong mga information dyan eh. Ayan. So the first Rainbow News, di ba, sa pinaka-trending na usapan natin. Bakit nga ba? Kasi di ba, syempre, Chris Hemsworth is back. Everybody's like anticipating the Thor and Love, Thor and Love and Thunder. So, ang pagpasok pa, di ba, ni Natalie Portman is kakaiba. So, what the show is telling us is that Disney, kasi wala namang perfect company. I mean, we know that there are certain topics that Disney is now being included. Pero when it comes to LGBT talks, when it comes to about showing inclusivity, 'di ba? Advanced si Disney diyan. So natutuwa kami because in this there's even one particular segment nung pinresent siya sa sinihan. Tapos Natalie Portman was even asked by an audience, and sabi nila, how gay is this movie? And everybody was laughing, and but it's really something that they have anticipated kasi syempre Chris Hemsworth identifies himself as really one of the sexiest people in the world, particularly in Hollywood. And dahil nakita niyo naman yung trailer niyan, so no spoiler tayo, ha. So pero yung nakita niyo sa trailer, 'di ba? So very, how we call it, very sexy, very masculine, 'di ba? So nakakatuwa siya. And Natalie Portman said it's very gay. So again, thank you for this particular opportunity that people are now being when they're being asked if that particular, let's just say, movie is intended or it also caters to the LGBT. The producers, the shows, and the outfits and characters and actors are saying yes. Okay? Tapos meron tayo, next naman. Ayan. So, ang ating next dito is yung sa FIFA, a World Cup of Shame. FIFA fails the LGBT rights test in Qatar. This is more of like syempre, para Olympics yan, games yan. Tapos, it happens in Qatar pa. So, that's Middle East. So, alam nyo naman, pag mga ganyan, di ba, last week, sa episode natin, yung Amazon nga, na pressure. So, dito naman, there are a lot of, kasi ang FIFA, they went through certain arrangements na kailangan, syempre inclusive ka. Kaya lang yung mga ibang nila, dahil nasa Qatar nga, Middle East siya. So merong mga scenarios, mga laws na parang they cannot really, lalo na yung participating hotels, they do not allow mga same-sex couples to really like, very obvious. Dapat daw hindi masyado obvious. Parang, okay, anong gagawin mo, di ba? Syempre, lalo kung hindi siya everybody's like, it's natural, diba? Tapos pupunta ka lang doon, napunta ka lang sa Qatar. Ngayon, dahil lang sa particular event, tapos hindi ka magiging expressive. Ang tanong lang kasi, bakit nila kailangan ituloy pa sa Qatar? Diba? Kung pwede naman nilang dalhin yan sa ibang lugar. I mean, probably it's the best time for like, the Philippines or Asian countries na mas maganda yung mga policies, or as much as possible, I would say, hindi masyado husgahan, hindi magkakaroon ng mga problema, lalo na dun sa what if the guests or the tourists are very out, diba? Hindi lang magkakaroon ng mga ganong klaseng issue. Okay, so next. Ayan, Texas pastor says gay people should be shot in the back of the head, diba? Grabe intindi, diba? But again, that's his religion, or probably that's something that he is accustomed to do. I may not agree to this. Of course, anybody should not be agreeing to this kind of remarks, whether it's a joke or kasi he's a pastor, and you're talking about biblical terms, you're talking about divine intervention even, and then you're trying to judge people and create more harm. So, as much as possible, we wanted to kumbaga somehow discourage a lot of people saying these types of bigotry, and lalo na yung ganyang harmful, kasi you're encouraging people to be more violent. And of his stature, regardless if it's LGBT or anybody else, he's not in the right disposition, and I don't think he's at the right mind na para magkaroon pa ng ganyang responsibility or accountability in such organization. That's very irresponsible. And I'm just really hoping that probably the local government of Texas, particularly in the US, will do something about it. Here in the Philippines alone, remember that the Supreme Court, meron tayong local version yan, wherein the Supreme Court suspended a judge for 30 days, tapos wala pa siyang mga sweldo. Kasi because of his bigotry or homophobic remarks. So dito sa Philippines, kaya masasabi natin, meron lang tayong konting konti pang law na kailangang i-push. Pero yung mga Supreme Court, they have even showed their, during the Pride Month, naglagay pa sila ng mga flags. So I think that's something that any other agencies in the Philippines, or whether you're a religious sector, should really embrace, to become out to welcome and love everyone regardless of their soji. Okay, next. Ayan. Senator Hontiveros to revive the soji bill in the 19th Congress. It has been more than 20 years or more than 2 decades already wherein the anti-discrimination bill was even pushed. It was also one of the pioneers is the late former senator, diba, si Mirin Defensor Santiago, who filed that. Tapos ngayon, we're really looking forward kasi malapit-lapit na siya last time. It passed on the lower Congress, diba, sa mga ano natin, House of Congress of Representatives. Tapos pagdating sa Senate, hindi siya na push. So I don't want to mention the names of those senators, but I hope that the new administration, particularly lalo na tong administration natin, they said that they are very good friends and allies of the LGBT community, will do something more about this. And kudos to, of course, Senator Hontiveros. Next. Yan. Si Mela talaga, Habijan, has been one of the significant persons, very young, very, a good representative of trans. And, doing this, kasi di ba yung mga students nga na hindi sila makapag, I call that, graduating rites or ceremony na based doon sa gusto nila na expression. So, imagine, kung gusto, feel na nila maging babae, di ba, they're trans women, pero kailangan magpantalon sila. So, yan yung mga bagay na parang we felt na they're deprived because the education should be something that embracing. And katulad itong graduation na to, this is one of significant and important moment of their lives. So we should give it to them. Total, itong mga to, nag-aral naman, they've done all their homeworks, they have submitted all the academic requirements, pero yung mga ganitong expression, sana hinahayaan at sinusuportahan na lang. So kudos to Mela, and I know that DepEd, particularly NCR, supported yung kumbaga yung SOGI. So I hope with the new DepEd as well, diba, syempre it's headed by the Vice President Inday Sara, will understand and implement this. Kasi lalo na sa local government, they're doing the gender and development seminar, and also, yung tinatawag nilang parang workflow. So in-execute nila yan, yung GAD. So I hope that later on, whether it's DepEd or CHED, will do something about it. Okay, next. Meron pa ba? Tayo sa mga rainbow news, na dami natin pwedeng pag-usapan. Wala na ba? Okay. Kasi, katulad nun, parang last time, magkakaroon tayo ng a lot of information, no? So, but nevertheless, we'll be back after a few reminders kasi magbe-break muna tayo, ha? So, guys, we'll be back and we'll be joined by this very young and beautiful voice of BL series. Okay? Commercial break po tayo. Happy Pride, everybody.
We'll be back shortly. This is Pride and Proud Asia, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
It's a tough business out there. So many uncertainties, operational difficulties, deadlines. We provide the solutions and services that your company needs at the best price guaranteed with our global principles. And experienced partners, we bring solutions to your current and future business. Inolution, supporting your business as always.
Get into the treasure trove of undiscovered music through Napalm, your new all-Pinoy alternative music. Whether it's rock, metal, reggae, soul, or pop, we have it covered. Napalm features upcoming Pinoy artists and musicians, hosted by Lace Jimenez and Thunder God Bernard. So sit back and relax and enjoy Napalm, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Now back to Pride and Proud Asia, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, happy Pride again and welcome back to the Pride and Proud Asia. So, ang dami natin napag-usapan kanina. To those who just tuned in, you are watching in the episode of the third season of Pride and Proud Asia, a first of its program that puts a spotlight on the LGBT plus leadership and inspiring stories in business and beyond. So, I'm the traveling smartpreneur, Jeoff Solas. So, unfortunately, Angel Romero, yung ating activista in Hills, won't be joining us. Pero siguro, I think she gave way for me. Lalo na dahil BL series nga yung usapan. So, thank you na lang, Angel. Bawi ka na lang next time. Pero kasi right now, I will be, like I've said, I wanted to bring now on stage or in the camera yung ating mga boys of the BL series. So, you are very familiar with them. Most of their fans are probably very excited for this. So, our first guest, yan. So, he's a Filipino actor and a model. He was born in Quezon City and he started kasi as a freelance actor. He was discovered by no less than Tito Boy. So, later on, napunta siya sa Asterisk Management kay Christian Cabigting at talagang nagpasikat talaga sa kanya yung talagang in 2020 isa to sa mga kauna-unahang BL series na My Extraordinary. So he plays talagang the lead role there. Tapos meron mga succeeding pa yan. Meron pa siyang Meet My Angel Seasons 1 and 2. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Enzo Santiago.
Hello po, good afternoon po. Hello Sir Jeoff.
Ayan, ako salamat Enzo. Ako talaga tuwa lalo na sa pagkita ko pa lang sa iyo, lalo sa mga online, isa ka dun sa mga tinitweet namin, no? So later on, so yan si Sean Dominguez. Ay, mga fans mo, dumugin tayo yan. So, tapos, yung susunod naman natin, we're fortunate enough to have yung ating mag-partner in duo na to. Nako, I myself is also very much kumbaga fan of this too. Katulad din kay Enzo. Talagang lahat yan pinapanood natin every episode. So, first, ating second is also a Filipino actor, dancer, brand endorser, model from Makati. Tapos dito nakakatuwa kasi he graduated with Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Physics. Ayan, from University of the Philippines. At magaling tong cheer dancer. Nakikita ko yung kanyang mga nagtitweet ng kanyang yung mga sumasayaw-sayaw siya, and it was very surprising. So our second guest is Alec Kevin.
And hi everyone, happy to be here. Hi po Sir Jeoff, Enzo, and mamaya yung kasama natin.
Kasi pinaka-close yan sa'yo, dapat lagi mo nababanggit. So ito, ating third but not kumbaga not the least, no, but not the last guest, pero kasi ito yung sabi ko sa inyo bubuo doon kay Alec, is also a brand endorser, model, plus YouTuber pa siya. Natutuwa nga ako, I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. Tapos he graduated from the Bachelor of Science and degree in Tourism Management from Far Eastern University. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ali King.
Hi.
Ayan, kamusta naman, no? Parang iba yata yung spark na nagkita uli si na Ali tsaka si Alec. Kumusta kayo? Matagal ba kayo hindi nagkikita?
Nagkikita naman, pero usually just through text, tapos chat, tapos every time na mag-chat kami ulit, lokohan lang naman. So, so funny lang parate.
Ayan. Kasi lalo na si na Ali. Ali, kasi you have a very good content as well as in YouTube. Pero ano ba to? You're continuing that pa? Lalo na ngayon, what keeps you busy these days, Ali?
Right now, sorry, I think nag-echo. Ano ba? Not that active na sa YouTube kasi right now, medyo I'm taking a break from YouTube, but I'm still very active on Instagram and on Twitter. So yeah.
Ayan. Nako, baka makaya makita natin yan, mga Ticket to Me. Yan, mga babies nyo, sina Sir Darwin. Kayo ba guys, Enzo, aside from being, syempre, lahat kayo online, no? So, syempre, BL series, online yan. Napilitan ba kayo maging active online?
Ah,
Kasi syempre, ano yan parang, lalo yung mga production, like you said, this paved the way, the BL series, lalo na sa mga independent mga production. Tapos, it also introduces pa yung mga fresh faces, which we are very surprised na you guys are really good. No, Enzo, I saw you kaya nga ang dami mga shows. It only means that you really are effective. So, dahil online yan, ano ba, napilitan ka ba na maging active din, Enzo?
ah, actually, somehow po, medyo napilitan din kami maging mag-online. Pero okay din po kasi in that way, mas nakapag-engage kami with our supporters. Kaya at the same time, tuwing nag-online ako sa Facebook and Instagram, ayan, ninuna ko laging yung GC namin. Ayan sila, Enzo Nation, nandito sila, Brian. Inuuna ko yan kasi lagi silang nandiyan, lagi silang aktibo. And until now, kahit after 2 years na ng series namin, lagi pa rin silang aktibo. Kaya I'm thankful for them.
Oo nga naman. How about you? Ito si Alec.
Definitely, likewise with what Enzo said. In my case, I didn't have a Twitter account before, so I created it for the show, and then thankfully, then I got to meet a lot of people. We got to bond and talk to other people, even yung mga foreign fans namin, yung mga foreign supporters. Dun yung parang avenue namin to be able to talk to them. Tapos, ayun, nagkaroon kami ng friends. Even after the show, yun, kausap pa rin. Sometimes, one time we were eating out nila Ali, tapos nakita namin sila, tapos super saya kasi we got to say hi, and then iba yung feeling na syempre nami-meet mo lang na online yung mga tao, nakakausap mo, and then suddenly bigla mo silang nakita sa sa mall or sa restaurant. So ganun. So masarap yung feeling.
Ayan. Ali, ikaw, syempre mas active ka na, nag-YouTube ka na. So, do you think meron bang pressure, lalo na syempre, pasok ka na dun sa boys lockdown?
Not really. I was really striving to become a successful YouTuber before talaga, pre-pandemic. Parang, that's what I love to do. I'm not doing it kasi I want to earn money, gano'n. It's just like a video diary. Tapos, when boys lockdown came, I think yun yung peak na super na-addict ako sa TikTok. So, I'm no stranger when it comes to knowing different platforms. Pero, yeah, with Alec, I think, si Alec kasi hindi siya super sanay na laging merong parang social media footprint. So, yeah, we had to work on that. But yeah, it was parang I made new friends, ayun, new people sa industry. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Oo. Kasi like you mentioned, sina Alec and sina Enzo, you have a lot of international fans din. 'Di ba? Especially from Brazil. 'Di ba yan yung mga nagkakakuha pa tayo ng mga even South Africa. Tapos we're expecting pati mga Thailand are also your fan base. So ano yung feeling ninyo na mga international fans pa? 'Di ba? Dinaig nyo pa yung mga ibang local celebrities dito. Dahil parang automatic nag-skyrocket, 'di ba? Tapos trending kayo not just on in Philippines, you're trending worldwide. So that keeps also everybody parang looking forward. Uy, basta BL series ng Philippines, puro mga gwapo, very cute, very galing-galing yan. So what can you say? Let's start with Enzo. Nalaman mo mga international na, 'di ba? Dami mo pa mga ngayon, mga sumunod-sunod pa yan after nung first mo, 'di ba?
Actually, hindi po namin ina-expect na magkakaroon ng ganong kalakas na reach yung mga BL series ng Pinas eh. And para sa akin yung naapektuhan talaga ako doon sa mga supporters namin sa taga-ibang bansa kasi nung pumasok po ako sa industriya na to, I was not expecting to be famous or to bring in more money, ganyan. Ang lagi ko talaga kasing iniisip, pumasok ako sa industriya na to na ang dala ko lang talaga ay yung lakas ng loob ko sa yung sarili ko na gusto ko lang talaga umarte. And yung yung dumating na yung mga yung kumbaga parang yung fruits nung series namin. Overwhelm ako sa mga nakuha naming mga comments and ayan sa mga supporters na dumating. Dumating ako sa point na hindi ko alam kung ano yung gagawin ko eh. Kasi hindi ako sanay talaga na may sumusuporta sa akin na ganyan. Ang tanging inisip ko lang lagi gusto ko lang naman gawin to. Pero ayun, nagpakita sila sa akin ng panibagong perspective dito sa industry na yung mga taong to na sumusuporta sa iyo kailangan din na tulungan natin sila na na kumbaga parang mas mabigyan natin sila ng mas maganda pang entertainment and at the same time mas magandang kumbaga parang pagtuturing sa kanila bilang mga kaibigan din ko kasi mga sumusupport hindi ko never ko talaga tinawag ng mga fans yung mga mga sumusuporta sa akin dahil tinuturing ko sila laging mga kaibigan. So ayun, binigyan nila ako ng panibagong view sa industry na.
Ayan. Oh, siyempre ating dalawa naman sina Alex at si Ali. Dahil siyempre makikita niyo pag sabay pa kayo love team talaga, 'di ba? So pag in-interview kayo lalo na sa online, nape-pressure ba kayo na siyempre lahat ng post mo dapat kausap mo si Ali, 'di ba? Alex, dapat tinatag mo si Ali o kaya dapat nagko-comment ka sa post ni Ali, ganyan. Ikaw ba Ali, ganun ka rin ba? Parang naging conscious ka lalo na online 'di ba? Sabi mo, uy, Alex, mag-comment ka naman, itag mo ako kasi yung mga fans natin, 'di ba? Parang kailangan mag-respond ka, hindi pwedeng deadma, 'di ba? Kundi parang hangin ka lang, 'di ba? So, kayo kasi you're a couple, lalo yung mga international na 'yan. Mukhang natawa si Alex talaga doon. Sige, what can you say about that, Alex?
Same yung na-mention actually ni Enzo earlier na sobrang nakaka-synchronize ako with that mindset na I came into this na parang just for my love of acting and then suddenly I have to have a presence online and then ayun yung parang naging challenge namin ni Ali because ako medyo I consider myself na mahiyain, a shy type. So, hindi ako yung makausap mo online sa Twitter, sa Instagram. So, maraming beses na gano'n na Ali would help me, would guide me. Ito yung, ganito yung gawin natin, ito yung dapat. Tapos, kasi talagang back then, sobrang clueless ako. Parang, ninunudge pa talaga ako ni Ali. Kailangan, kunyari, around mga 8 or 7 p.m., text na niya ako, uy, gising ka na ba? During that time, parang, mga ganung time, mga 7 p.m. tulog ako. So parang sometimes ganun, if tulog ako, he would message me just to go online and then doon ako nakakapag-interact with the fans and then thankful ako kasi even though it started out as, like sobrang hirapan ako, challenging for me, eventually nasanay na din ako and na-enjoy ko na din siya.
So nabuhay na in short ang mga social media accounts mo because of the BL series.
Yes.
So Ali, how about that? Kasi syempre, 'di ba? Lalo na online ka. Tapos ikaw active. Lagi bang hinahanap sa'yo si Alex?
Yeah. Parang I think the day before din, nag-post ako ng TikTok and then people were tagging Alex. It's parang, kung alam lang nila, hindi yung mag-respond. His TikTok, non-existent. Pero meron na. Parang gano'n. Pero yeah, I think it's not that easy din. Parang learning how to communicate. Kasi for me, kasi I'm a social media specialist in yung work ko din. Kaya parang I know parang how tedious it is to respond to all comments, like people praising the show, or like people telling me na nasa si Alec or si Alec naman, yung si Ali, parang kaming kambal na parang hindi pa maghiwalay. That's for me sobrang papasalamat lang ako kasi with Alec, parang it's easier to parang engage kasi you have a partner with you. So yeah, I'm straight thankful.
Oo. Kasi talagang So Enzo, unfortunately kasi we were not able to, in a separate show kasi I got Darwin. Pero in this case, may ganyan ka rin bang mga kwento na syempre laging hinahanap sa'yo yung partner mo, Enzo? O kaya meron pa, uy, carry na yung ano natin, yung YouTube episode natin. Ano, di ba? Ganyan.
Kadalasan po ako din yung hinahanap kasi hindi po ako ganun ka-active dati sa social media. Si Sir K po, ayan, ang aking manager po. Talagang minsan siguro nauubusan na ng buhok sa akin si Sir K kaka-chat, kaka-remind, kaka-ano. Ayun.
So talagang hindi ka masyado active talaga online.
Apo. Well, active naman po ako pagka, kumbaga ano lang may mga nakaset ako na oras po sa araw. Pero hindi kasi ako masyado laging, hindi ko laging hawak yung cellphone. More on may mga ginagawa po ako sa bahay na ayun.
Ayan, good. Kasi I mean, of course, this is a new industry, tapos ano pa alam mo naman sa showbiz, kailangan talaga merong paandaran yan. So, ngayon, we mentioned about yung mga partners ninyo, eventually, baka nga, how it changed your life, di ba? So, anyway, I would like to ask you, kasi syempre, sa dami ng mga fans demographics worldwide pa, no? Hindi lang Pinoy. So, how do you see yourself as a role, lalo pagdating sa mga kabataan?
Sa ano po, actually para sa akin po hindi ko rin po talaga alam yung kumbaga parang sagot ko diyan. Kasi as of now, I'm 21 years old and I'm still studying at the same time din po ako nagtatrabaho on the side. Inisip ko lagi na gusto ko lang lagi na magawa ng paraan yung pangarap ko at the same time kasi single mom yung mami ko. So nawala sa akin sa isip ko yung mga tingin sa akin ng ibang tao o kaya yung mga kung ano yung impact ko sa community ko. I'm just really trying to grow as a person and at the same time mabigyan ko ng magandang buhay yung kapatid ko sa nanay ko. Hindi ko alam kung ano nga ba ang mabibigay ko sa kanila na na kumbaga parang kung isa ba akong role model o ano. Pero I think if ever man matanong ako ng isang kunwari kababata o isang kaibigan na ano ba mabibigay mo sa akin na payo sa sa ganitong edad natin. Ang tanging masabi ko lang talaga is you really have to keep on working on yourself. Kasi ayun yung magiging yaman mo sarili mo.
Ayan, that's good. Actually, yes, you're very young, Enzo. Kasi 21 pa, no? So parang you're doing that, the episode 2 years ago, 19. No? So, yung mga 2 years ago, yan yung 19 years old ka pa. Oh, okay. How about you, Alec? Kasi syempre, ano ba to? Kakaiba na yung no? Yung parang dito sumikat ka, tapos nakita nila agad si Alec. Uy, BL series, Boys Lockdown. So, I know that you have encountered this type of question before. Pero, do you ever think na parang what you're doing for this particular show could create an impact? Lalo na doon sa mga magiging yung mga fans mo, lalo na yung mga kabataan?
Definitely, kasi growing up, and I think it would apply pa rin until now, a lot of us, especially yung mga kabataan, natututo sila or naapektuhan sila, they grow based on what they see. Especially now, everything's online, kung ano makita mo online, it's like, nakaka-affect talaga yun sa growth mo. So we have to be careful kasi whatever we show online, whatever we portray to them, yun yung parang makikita nila, oh, ito yung mga older than me, I should follow them, ganito, how they are, or they look good, or parang how they're living their life looks good, so kailangan ko gayahin, ganyan. So we have to be careful kasi mas malaki yung impact natin sa kanila and how they would be when they grow up then, and how in turn how they would be as a role model sa mga younger generations naman. So what I can say personally, I believe yung parang altogether what I learned in this whole journey na then is just be you. Take a step back. wag ka masyado magpa-affect with everything that's happening with you or around you sa mga social media na kailangan you have to be this at a certain age or a certain time. Just take a step back, think about yourself, what do you like the most. From there, grow on it or improve mo yung sarili mo. In the end kasi, being your self, your most authentic self is the best way to be. So,
Ayan. So parang may pressure din, no, talaga. So Ali, ikaw naman, as syempre merong ano yan, na-pressure ka ba na everybody's like looking at you, tas aalamin nila, baka mamaya yung mga previous posts mo, 'di ba? O mga previous tweets mo, 'di ba? Parang kumbaga ano eh, binubuhay pa nila yung mga old posts mo. Sa was there any pressure lalo na everybody's like ano na eh, talagang bumabalik, hinuhukay nila yung nakaraan.
There was a bit of pressure. Parang, I don't think may iwasan yun. Pero, even I think before, parang 2012, 2011, when Tumblr was very much alive, I was very vocal with gay rights. Parang I remember parang I was 16, 15, 14. I was saying reblog if you love me. And I'm very vocal even before. And I think Alec knows it. I'm 26 right now. And nagulat ako na, oh my gosh, yung mata ni Enzo. Good. Alec is 25. Isali ko na din si Alec kasi I don't want to feel old. Kasi I'm 26 na. So yeah, kahit dati, I've been very vocal. And sinabi ko din before yun sa isang vlog ko, na parang since may reach na ako and may platform na ako, I think it's important for me to parang say what I want to say when it comes to, social political issues. I know that I'm in the right. I know that tama yung pag-iisip ko. And I know my values. And I'm not scared to, say anything. Kasi wala mawawala sa akin. Parang yung mga iba.
Yeah.
Pero, I know myself.
No comment. No comment.
Kaya wala namang mawawala sa akin. Walang mawawala sa pagkatao ko. Wala naman akong pake kung like may magbabash sa akin kasi hindi kami kaparehas. Like yung iba, pogi ka pero wala namang naman. So yeah,
It seems na you're of course Ali kasi not just syempre not but just by age Ali, but probably because you're confident of who you are, of what you actually want, diba? So that makes you somehow more self-assured. Syempre, parang lumalabas dito na you're full of wisdom sa batch nyo ngayon tatlo. And probably it also helped, Alec, on how he's going to behave, lalo na sa mga social media. But nevertheless, merong question kasi yung colleague ko ngayon, si Angel Romero, ang aktivista in Hills. So what are the common misconceptions about the stars of BL shows? So simulan natin kay Enzo. Meron ba mga misconception about dyan sa pagiging BL show artist, lalo na lead ka pa?
Opo, actually marami eh. And na-witness ko to siguro last year. Iniisip ko po nila na pagka nag-BL ka is halos the same din siya dun sa yung mga dumaan dati ng mga indie, mga datingan sa kanila na parang yung mga times na medyo akala nila ay baka maluswang tao to kasi umi-indie film siya ganun. Ayun yung mga iniisip nila eh. Pero pag nabibigyan ako ng chance to explain that kung ano yung ginagawa namin, in-explain ko siya maigi. Kasi hindi naman yun yung layunin ng BL eh. Kasi actually, sinasabi ko nga din sa kanila na ito, kakaiba siya sa mga pinapakita dati dito sa mga sa mga tinatawag. May nakalimutan ko na yung tawag sa ganung mga pelikula eh. Pero iba siya doon kasi dito mas pinapractice natin dito yung pinapakita natin yung isang pinagdadaanan ng isang tao na kasama sa LGBT community. And at the same time, pinapakita natin yung good side. Hindi tayo nagfo-focus dun sa sa lust or kaya dun sa mga parang mga stereotypical na mga moments sa sine na pag merong gantong pangyayari ganyan eh. Hindi lang ganun yung focus niya eh. Ayun, lagi ko sa kanilang sinasabi yan. So, ayun, marami pang ibang mga misconceptions, pero sila na magsabi. Alam ko, alam nila Alec and nila Ali yan.
So let's go to the partners. Ayan, sina Alec. Common misconceptions so tinanggap nyo ang BL show. Di ba kayo kinabahan?
I guess aside from what Enzo said, so, which I totally agree, ang daming ganung mga misconceptions. I guess to add, yung about yung sexuality, na kailangan pag sumali ka sa BL, kailangan ano mo agad yung sexuality mo, you have a certain type of sexuality already, which is at the end of the day, it's a private thing na that I hope the fans would understand if we keep it private, ganun. But at the same time, yung mga ano din, mga typecasting, yung porket na BL ka, dapat pang BL ka lang din. Ganun na BL is hopefully right now, 'di ba, since bago yung BL, what I hope for is in the future na parang hindi siya tatawaging BL, it's just gonna be like a normal love story.
L na lang,
Uh,
L.
L na lang, love na lang, love story. And sana hopefully hindi lang siya I guess yung another misconception is sinabi na parang nasa uso lang siya porket uso lang. Sana hindi na gano'n. Sana altogether in the future, hindi na lang siya timely, hindi na lang siya kung uso lang or wala, hindi lang siya gagawin ng iba dahil uso. So it's a BL is a love story at the end of the day. It's supposed to represent what we feel, what it's supposed to connect to other people. So sana in the future ganun din.
Ayan. How about you, Ali? For that, yung mga usual misconceptions na encounter mo o maya nabasa mo.
I guess isa yun. Wait lang. I just wanted to clear something yung sinabi ni Alec. I mean, I respect Alec. I love Alec so much. But, when it comes to sexuality and playing a gay character, I understand that sexuality should be private. But kung ako din, para sa sarili ko, if there is a gay person on TV and a straight person is going to portray it, I don't think that person will do it justice. Kasi, again, representation, there are so many straights that are playing so many roles. So why not give a gay person a gay role? And I understand completely that it's private for everyone. Kung ano man sexuality ni Alec or ni Enzo, it's theirs. But for me, a BL show should be starred by gay men or who have been allies for such a long time. And I understand na parang, si Kokoy and Elijah love the art. They love every bit of parang theater, and they've been supporters of BL and the community for such a long time, and super respect sa kanila, and then very vocal sa internet. Never sila na nahimik sa issues natin. But there are other people who are playing straight. There are other straight people who are playing gay roles. Wala man lang tweet na parang happy pride, na parang stop juicing, stop gathering information and attention from us just because people rule over you. But ayun, anyway, dati noong 2020, naturo sa amin nila Sir Darwin na yung BL, nag-start talaga siya sa manga, which is yaoi. And yaoi is yung parang guy boy to boy love sa anime, and mostly written by women. I'm not entirely sure if it's for sexual purposes or just like the kilig factor, because it's very young, it's very it's a coming of age type of thing. It doesn't have to be sexual, yung parang sinabi ni Enzo kanina, pero yeah, it's so fluffy and light, and I think that's what Sir Darwin wanted Boys Lockdown to be. Very fluffy and light, and it's just a very feel good feeling when you watch it.
If I may just add this, kasi syempre pag sinabi mong BL series, lahat hinihintay nila yung kissing scene no? Lalo na yung mga part na yan na gaano ba katagal? Isa pa nga yan yung kiniklip ng mga fans ninyo, yung picture, anong episode, paramihan ba yan, patagalan, ganyan. So, was that part of the contract or was it something that you are expecting? Let me start with Enzo.
Hindi naman po siya part ng contract eh. Actually, if the script demands it, and kung okay sa'yo, then bakit natin hindi gawin? So, ayun po yung parang kumbaga nasa discretion na po yun ng actor eh, if ever mag-go siya sa kissing scene or hindi. And ayun din wala naman pong hindi naman po siya kumbaga parang kailangan makipag-kissing scene ka dito na ganyan. Hindi naman po sa pilitan eh. Kasi pakikita naman po natin sa screen kung pilit yung kiss nila or peke, ganyan. So yun, nakadepende po talaga sa actor and sa co-actor niya kung paano po nila ipo-pull off yung mga ganun set.
And I must comment, no, Enzo, yours and particularly with Darwin, di ba, was really something na very light, very, how you call it, parang yung mga high school, ganon. Pero you know na you have a very good story. That's one thing that's for sure. Kasi yung mga first set of, sabi nga natin, parang mga first phase, di ba, ng mga BL series, you really did a very good job. Because if it weren't because of your efforts, nobody's going to watch the succeeding seasons or phases eh. Diba? So I must really commend the Asterisk, you guys, Enzo and Darwin, because even after that particular episode, people are still looking for you. Diba? Kaya nga nagkaroon ka pa ng mga succeeding BL shows because you've done your part very well. And it doesn't mean that you have to flaunt everything, diba? Like say, go sexy. And that's one thing that I really wanted to affirm, that you are really a good actor, especially at your age. Very promising. Yan. Sina Alec and sina Ali, ano ba, na-pressure ba? Sino ba na-pressure? Meron bang in-expect talaga yan? At parang, gagawin ko to basta kailangan merong ganyan ba? Ali? About Alec?
I agree yung kay... sorry.
Sige. Go, Alec.
I agree with what Enzo said. Wala namang contract or wala namang sapilitan. I'm just thankful na Ali was there. Ali was there to guide me. Ali was like sobrang strong person. He was there like my leaning, someone whom I had to lean on talaga, which was like a part from me na nagkulang ako, but at the same, yun yung thankful ako kay Ali na even though na may nagkulang ako, I can lean on him. At the same time, there are parts pa rin na I could give still in areas where I could. So, ayun, I'm thankful with Ali.
Well,
yes.
since I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Ali.
Since it's our first time din naman working together, hindi naman may iwasan na may onting ilang nung una, since nung una namin magkakilala ni Alec and we don't know each other. And yeah, first para acting gig, and nung una pa lang tinanong na kami kasi if okay ba na if you kiss your co-actor, message her, it's just, alam mo, it's just a kiss. I mean, kung susuwayin natin yung director, pero yeah, I'm so thankful to have Alec as a partner kasi admittedly may pagkukulang kami before sa isa't isa. May mga times na nagkakailangan, pero honestly parang after yung shoot and then may mga ibang photo shoots after that, nagulat ako na parang wow, sobrang comfortable namin sa isa't isa, no cap, parang I'm just very thankful na sobrang nakuha na namin yung timpla namin isa't isa because Alec is such a good person and I respect him so much. And magkasing art lang kami, so yeah.
That's good, no? Kasi parang you have to be comfortable first with your partner in order to proceed with that kind of I would say sensitive or let's just say intimate moment, di ba? Kasi if you can fake it, kasi I won't mention pero some kasi faked it. And people were, the fans got really disappointed. And then the others naman who did parang too much naman but not necessarily needed. Parang doon na lang, parang kinulang naman sa story. No, because at the end of the day, they're looking for a BL story, diba? And that it happens to be what romantic scenes were that being shown or developed It's because, ano yan eh, kumbaga the fans are asking or probably that also seals, no? Parang that seals the deal. Na parang, kasi meron ng romantic, maganda yung, ano eh, yung rapport ninyo on screen. At mafe-feel yan. Again, maraming sumunod na mga BL shows. Pero mangilan-ngilan talaga yung masasabi mo talaga na tumatak and people are still really going to watch for that. Ito nga, I have a question from Brian Santos. So ano ang pinakagusto mong role, Enzo? Yung sa My Extraordinary, sa Meet My Angel, o Weekend to Remember na BL series mo?
Mahirap na tanong yan, Brian eh. Kasi para sa akin pantay-pantay lang naman yung mga pagtingin ko sa mga roles kasi lahat yan pinaghirapan ko rin, lahat yan nag-prepare ko. Behind dun sa camera na kung hindi nyo lang to nakikita kasi guys pero halos pareho kami neto ng mga nila Darwin, nila Daryl sa Weekend to Remember at nila Caleb na pinag-uusapan talaga namin maigi yung mga atake namin. At the same time, nagtutulungan kami kung paano namin mas lalong mabibigyan ng justice yung character namin. Para sa akin pantay lang Brian. Ang hirap naman ganyan.
every role is always a different character, it's a different story, di ba? Parang sabi, yung mga bigating stars to, parang it's hard for them to choose because every story becomes very dear to them, di ba? Tapos nakaka-relate ka. So yan, maganda yan. So yan si Asterisk Entertainment, sabi niya, My Extraordinary Boys Lockdown halos sabay umere at nag-end. Ayan. May pag-usapan natin yan dahil sabay kayo eh. So, but anyway, let's proceed ito kay Angel din. What's the memorable episode for you in your series and why? So, balik tayo kay, this time naman dito kay Alec and Ali. Anong favorite episode nyo?
For me, I think it's the third episode wherein nasa kitchen kami nung character ni Ate Titen or yung parang ate ko dun sa show na we were crying kasi parang back then talaga everyone was so frustrated. I mean, imagine early 2020s or like mga around May, March, April, everyone nasa bahay lang talaga, lahat ng frustrations nag-build up. And then that was an opportunity for us to express it and in a way give a good message then to the public na, hey, this is what happened during the pandemic. People had a hard time. Let's not forget about that. Let's use it as a lesson for everyone, especially sa mga leaders natin, na sana na-feel nila na during that time and even up until now, people are still struggling. And we have to acknowledge that. We have to help them. Hindi porket na parang hindi na masyadong stressed or parang hindi na masyadong cramped or hindi na wala ng quarantine, kailangan na natin maging relax sa mga natin, sa mga policies and sa mga help or sa mga ayuda na nabibigay sa mga ibang tao.
Yeah. Same episode ka din ba, Ali?
Alec, what episode was the episode na yung yung garage sale? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I can't, but I remember
I love that episode so much kasi complete kami noon. I was with Crystal and Kaloy and those two I love so much. Sobrang incomparable yung bond namin. And until now, nag-uusap pa rin kami. Lumalabas kami at times and I'm just very, very thankful that parang nakilala ko si Crystal and si Kaloy dun sa show niyon. And yung episode na nasa garage sale kami and first time makita ni Ki si Chen. So yeah, it's super nice. It's super fun to shoot with my now best friends. And
Ayan. So, Enzo, yours, favorite episode?
Yung favorite episode ko po sa amin yung episode 1 talaga eh. Kasi nabigla po ako dun sa kumbaga yung intro nung episode 1. Kung paano tumunog yung OST, yung pacing, at the same time yung mga camera movement. Nabigla ako kasi nung unang kasi kumbaga parang nung sinushoot namin ibang-iba yung na-experience ko dun sa nakita ko sa screen. So, parang feeling ko, yung unang tingin ko talaga, parang hindi to gawa sa Pinas Pero pag nagsalita na, ay alam na Pilipino to. Kaya yun yung favorite ko talaga yung episode 1. Lagi kong inuulit-ulit yun dati.
And I think kasi your features naman, Enzo, tsaka Darwin, diba? That's talagang kakaiba, diba? Talagang the quality as well. Sabi ko nga, the reason I got also hooked personally with the BL is because ang ganda ng quality, ang ganda ng production. It doesn't mean that you have to bring parang mga yung mga kilala na mga pangalan, yung mga familiar faces. It's because you guys, you did very well, and people kasi kayo hindi kasi siya pang bagets lang, as I mentioned. So mapapansin niyo siguro mga katulad ko, mga ganyan, mga konting patapos na ng bagets. Pero all of these people, we really loved it. Kaya sabi ko, I hope that there are going to be more productions such as this one. I wanted to see more. I wanted if there's also opportunities, for advert. I mean, it's something a good discussion kasi I met a lot of producers and film outfits. And I was asking them about the challenges. Tapos sabi ko, talaga nahihirapan kayo? Ba't kayo nahihirapan kumuha ng sponsors? Ganyan. Talaga ba? Tapos sabi ko, okay. Tapos hopefully this will pave the way for more opportunities. Pero ito, when you're doing these particular roles, nagkaroon ba ng mga tulad yan, understanding about what is soji? Meron mga training pa yan, di ba? Tapos, how do you observe yung mga representation of the LGBTQIA+ community sa mga BL and particularly sa entertainment? Are you satisfied? I mean, it's not just the BL, but are you satisfied of the representation sa media and entertainment? So, unahin natin naman dito si Ali.
No. I'm not happy with the
You're not
representation.
satisfied by it.
Sorry?
You're not satisfied. Why?
No. Because whenever I get asked for auditions, I always get the token gay guy. Yung gay best friend, super flamboyant. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I'm just sick of being the sidekick. I'm just so sick of the roles being, oh my God, girl, yan, I'll support you, yes, yan. And I love that. I love that trope so much. Pero it's so watered down na lagi na lang sidekick, lagi na lang this and that. Kaya I love the movie. Yung stars, I forgot. Sa ABS-CBN, I forgot yung show, pero that was last.
That was from the stars ba yun?
Yeah, that one. I love that so much. Sobrang so kilig. It's such a good BL show. So amazing. Kaya, yeah, there's not enough representation. We are not just the token funny friend. We are more than that. The depths, the story of gay people, how they came out, and what we represent and who we are as people. And I understand not many people, parang go and gravitate towards that narrative kasi for other Filipinos, it's still taboo. Not everyone understands it. And parang yung education of Soji and how we are as people isn't really that parang entertained.
Kasi nata-typecast na, with particularly the stereotypes.
Yeah, lagi nata-typecast into being like their keychain friend na funny. Yung parang with Americans, how black people are often the best friend.
True.
Some white person. And lagi tayong dito yung mga matangkad na love teams na like straights.
Understand.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre there's more flexibility lalo na sa States kasi, 'di ba? So if they can portray, doesn't mean that they have to be gay, 'di ba? So yung mga katulad ni Matt Bomer, 'di ba? They can always play straight or anything, 'di ba? Nagma-magic mic pa siya. So just imagine. Pero kasi dito, for example, dito kina Alec tsaka kina Enzo, are you afraid being typecasted to this particular role? BL series, tapos baka hanapin lagi, ikaw, Alec, baka sa susunod na BL series, hahanapin uli si Ali. O ano, are you comfortable of that?
In connection to what Ali said and what I recently learned about like the whole Soji and sexuality before, nag-start lang binary lang siya, girl boy, and then may up until now it's a uh, what do you call this?
Wide spectrum.
Yeah, like
Malawak lang.
wild spectrum. And then right now, actually, I feel like the better term is it's a continuum. It's always changing. Doesn't have LGBTQIA plus doesn't have to be your part of this specific ano lang and all throughout your life. Ganun, ganun. In connection to that, what I want to say is parang sana nag-evolve din yung parang perception ng mga tao and ng mga producers and the film industry in general. Na it doesn't have to be porket na BL kami ganyan. Nasa BL na kami forever, hindi porket na, yun nga, like what Ali said na ganito yung ano ng mga gays, dapat ganito na din yung portrayals ng mga gays. So, what my message is parang sana mag-improve and mag-evolve lang parati yung perception ng mga tao, yung mindset ng mga tao towards these things.
Yan, good, good. O, ito kay Enzo naman, no? So, meron pang bate dito si Sian Dominguez, Cutie Enzo.
Shoutout po pala sa aking best friend din, si Sean. Napaka-supportive talaga. And guys, supported din pala siya sa upcoming po na Showtime Grand Finals sa Sexy Babe kasi isa po siya, kasama po siya dun sa Grand Finalist. Ayan. So, ayun po, para sa akin actually ayun po tingin ko yung pinakamalaking nightmare talaga ng isang aktor yung ma-typecast kahit saang role. Kahit hindi lang po sa BL, kahit saan po kasi parang feeling ko nalilimit na yung yung options mo. Sa pagiging aktor po kasi para sa akin, mas pinasok ko to kasi dahil meron ako mga bagay na natututunan sa sarili ko. For me personally naging therapy na rin. Kasi po yung nagiging outlet ko para sa akin yung yung acting sa nagiging outlet ko siya para mas lalong gumaan yung mga mga naramdaman ko, yung mga past grudges ko dito ko nalalabas sa mga eksena na kinakailangan. Mas every time na may ginagawa kong scene, meron isang bagay na kumbaga parang feeling ko isang bagay na na-unlock ko sa sarili ko. So, kung malilimitahan po ako ng option sa pag-arte, feeling ko hindi ko magagawa kung ano yung mga bagay na kaya ko pang gawin dito sa na to. So yun, ako talaga ako ma-typecast sa kahit ano pong role.
I totally agree with sorry. Just wanted to add, I totally agree with Enzo kasi parang as like same perspective, we love acting. Ganun talaga na sana hindi kami ma-typecast kasi yun nga, marami kaming gusto i-express pa. And creativity on an artist perspective, marami talagang wag nyo sana kami i-kulong on a certain type of
This you guys were really very talented. We wanted to see more of you in the succeeding, siguro other shows, other channels. Kasi like we said, you're coming from very independent film outfits. And siguro this is also the most opportune time that producers, commercials, kasi nakita ko may mga commercial na rin kayo. Diba? So you're given a chance to become more mainstream. And we hope that these brands would mean they support the industry, they acknowledge your acting, your talents as well. So, siguro, yun yung kagandahan ninyo, no? I mean, I myself and particularly the chamber, kaya kami dito sa business chamber, we try to go around and then let's see how you guys are going to vouch. Kasi tuloy ng Pride March, no? Daming naglabasan ng mga commercials, daming naglabasan ng mga, ng mga flags. Pero, we are really observant, particularly the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce are observant of this particular companies kasi we wanted to make it really to identify kung totoo ba yung sinasabi nilang inclusivity, particularly sa the workplace. Now, siguro another, kasi I have two more questions, pero I wanted to push for this muna, is that what are the strangest things you have encountered as an actor dyan sa BL series? Sige, punahan natin kay Ali naman. Strangest thing.
Strangest thing, may naghabol sa akin sa Trinoma na dalawang guys. Nagustuhan ko
Bakit
picture.
ka nila dahil fan ka
Dahil
nila?
gustuhan ko picture, tapos tumakbo din ako. Akala mo.
Papunta.
Like, first of all, hindi ako sanay. I don't know how that goes. Parang, sa peripheral vision mo kasi, you can see people looking at you. And then, I was in front of Taco Bell. And then, these two guys parang looked at me and parang they waited a bit. Nasa ako, oh, okay, let me just run. So, nag-ano ako, brisk walk papunta. Nakapunta na ako malapit dun sa may Crocs area. Para nakikita sila. Sige, nawala sila. So, like, oh, sige, game. Hinihintay ko kata kasi yung kaibigan ko noon or like, I don't know, kung sino.
Were you able to discover na they're fans o may nag-tweet pa sila
na nahuli nila ako. Yung time na may face mask and face shield. So, medyo parang akala ko hindi ako may kilala. Parang okay. Sa harap na ako sa may harap ng Kodak. Alam mo yun? Sa harap ng Kodak.
So, they're fans talaga.
Yeah, I think so. Tapos, paakin ang elevator, kinalabit nila ako. Sabi, hi, are you Ali? Can we take a picture? Okay lang naman. Hindi na talaga ako sanay. Hindi ako sanay na maging klaseng interaction kasi una, sino ba ako? Ano yun? Bakit kayo ma-picture? And hindi lang talaga ako sanay. But, yeah.
Siguro wag ka nilang gulatin sa paghahabol, no? Pwede namang lang, dahan-dahan lang. Siguro sila, hi Ali, paano, hindi ka tumakbo.
Yeah. No? Ganun.
Sa'yo, Alec?
Wala akong ganun experience like Ali. Like, famous kasi si Ali. But, I'm thankful naman na everyone, especially my loved ones, my family, they were open about me doing this. So, they at the same time for me, hindi nila ako they didn't make me uncomfortable about these roles, my acting career. They actually support me, and I'm really thankful for that. Not a lot of people get proper support, but I do get it, so I'm thankful. But like yung crazy talaga, out of the ordinary, thankfully wala. So unlike Ali na talaga, famous level.
How about you, Enzo?
Strangest thing.
Wala may mga biglang nagpapadala o parang kinabahan ka na biglang may kumatok sa bahay nyo or what?
Ayun po, yung may biglang nagpadala din. Actually, kasi meron akong ina-expect po na padala sa akin ng kaibigan ko. Pagkain din po siya. Tapos may biglang dumating na hindi pala galing sa kaibigan ko. So, nung time po na yun, nabigla ako kasi cake siya. Nung nalaman ko na kung saan siya nanggaling, ayan, nandito po pala sila Brian Santos. May isa palang fan isang friend namin na nagpadala ng cake na hindi nagpakilala ko sino. So, talaga ako, parang naghanap ako, hinanap ko sa social media sa mga GC namin kung sino nagpadala, walang sumasagot hanggang sa pinost ko na sino ba nagpadala. Kasi hirap na ako, gusto ko magpasalamat. So, ayun, nakapag-thank you ako ng maigi sa kanya kasi yung nagpadala pala, isa siyang nanonood din ng series namin. At the same time, nasa Antipolo lang. Noong time na to, nagluluto-luto pa si Mami. Naging parang naging business po namin yun sa nung pandemic, mga homemade cooking ganyan. Tapos yung market namin is more on our subdivision. So dito lang kami nagbebenta. Yun yung time na yun, nung nagpadala siya, doon ko lang nalaman na nag-deliver na pala ako sa kanya dati. So ang ginawa ko po, nagluto kami ng pansit sa sisig. Dinalan ulit namin siya doon. So yun, yung una ko talaga gulong-gulo ko kasi akala ko yung kaibigan ko talaga yung nagpadala. So nag-thank you ako sa kanya, sobrang nagbigay pa ako ng mga parang gifts din sa kanya kasi if ever, pag meron po sa akin bibigay talaga ng regalo, binabalikan ko din ng regalo. So ayun, sa kanya ko pa nabigay.
Wala regalo si Enzo, nagbibigay pala siya ng regalo. Diyan na pala
Oo.
Good.
Ano all my gifts.
Oo. Sana may all my gifts, no? Pero I think you guys also, Ali, Alec, di ba? Meron kayong mga segment na binibigyan kayo ng mga fans din ninyo, ng mga gifts, tokens. Oh, di ba?
Yes.
Yung mga,
Yeah, mga before ng Christmas. Ay, sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say the same thing eh. So,
Yeah. So, ayun, Christmas and then yung gifts nila sa amin. So, thankful naman. Especially dun sa yung mga bata talaga. They were younger kids na sila Sir Darwin, they expressed to us na ito daw yung mga baon nila. Tapos parang, inipon nila for us. And sobrang nakaka-touch kasi, ayun, before I remember myself talaga, nung high school, nung college, if I want something, na-gets ko yung parang mag-iipon ka talaga for it. So parang the fact na nag-ipon sila for us, just to give us gifts, tokens of appreciation. Sobrang na-appreciate.
yan, ang ganda. Hindi, tsaka I think it's a good, no? Ali, how about you? Yung you can add something more about from Alec.
I think Alec and I have the same gifts. Parang they both give us parang things.
So laging partner. So kung...
Yeah, I remember parang Alec, remember when they gave us yung parang standee ng Boys Lockdown na poster? And then when you scan yung QR code sa stand na yun, mag-direct siya sa Spotify ng Pumbay. Chris Lansangan, which is yung official soundtrack ng
Yes. True. Actually, yun nga, no, isa pa yun, aside from your BL shows, you also paved the way for promoting mga OPM songs, no? Lalo na yung mga indie performers and singers. That's one thing. Actually, I myself created a playlist. I created a playlist for the BL shows. So, ganun ako, parang lahat ng mga shows, so, kinuha ko lahat ng mga soundtrack and then I came up with a playlist in my Spotify. And kina Enzo kasi you're free streaming for your shows, no. Unlike kina Ali and Alec, actually parang lang ako napasubo lang talaga ako na parang sige mamigil ako ng ticket ng first episode tapos yung lahat pala ibebenta ko. So lahat na pala yun kailangang bayad. So binayaran ko na the whole episode na giveaway. So yung mga ganong bagay, the fans are doing that because first and foremost, you're doing a good job. Tapos, parang I came to a point pa nga parang sabi ko, kasi you did a photo shoot with the village people, sina Richie, good friend of mine, diba, yung village people. Kaya nung nakita ko yon, ayaw pa nilang sabihin sa akin kasi talagang I was really parang sabi ko, saan lang galing to? Ba't di niyo sinabihin ako? Because I was trying as much as possible to really somehow promote the shows and then kumbaga support. Kaya natutuwa ako doon sa mga industry ngayon. Kaya pag meron ako mga kaibigan na we're producing the shows where as much as possible, I try and we try to support it. Okay? So ito last siguro kasi syempre you guys makaano na ako ni V81. Pero syempre I wanted you guys to siguro promote anything kasi syempre you're busy as well. We are also looking forward when and where to watch you whether lalo na ngayon nalapasan na si Ali sa ba lagi nag-hangout baka mamaya may tumakbo na naman sa'yo. Sige, you can tell us something about this. Let's start with Enzo. Nakamute ka.
First po, promote ko muna po yung social media ko. Please do follow me on Instagram, 21_Enzo. And follow me also on Facebook and TikTok. Sa Facebook po, Enzo Santiago. And sa TikTok naman, 21_ and Enzo with 2 O's. So yun, nagsisimula na ako sa TikTok ngayon kasi nire-require na kami sa bago kong management. So yun, please do follow me kasi mag-focus ako ng content doon. And abangan niyo po itong Abandoned, the movie. So this is my first movie. Masasabi ko po na meron siyang touch of BL pero hindi siya totally BL. It's a psychological and thriller film. Please do wait for it and abangan niyo po ito sa AQ Prime kasi lalabas na rin po ito very soon. So yeah, thank you po.
Yeah, AQ Prime, marami dyan mga streaming. Diba? So yan, asahan niyo na yan. Yes, how about you, Alec?
Well, I wanna invite everyone then to follow me on my Instagram, my social media. So that's at @alekevin_, and Boys Lockdown Season 2 and development. So hopefully soon. But for the meantime, I'll be traveling a lot. So if ever you're in the same area where I'll travel internationally, hopefully I'll be able to see you then with my fans. Like for example, si Brian, I think he's in the US right now. 4 a.m. pa lang dyan. But thank you for supporting us. I'll go to the US and hopefully end of July to August. So West Coast and then Europe. So more of traveling talaga. I'll do lots of traveling and taking pictures. So you can follow
Ayan,
like where I travel sa Instagram. So
Oh, yan, good. O, sige. Basta hindi ka naman tatakbo pag tilakbuhan ka papunta sa iyo, Alec. Abroad.
wag lang yung nakakatakot na especially now everyone's telling me na mag-ingat daw abroad kasi daming problems, but hopefully hoping for the best, safety pa rin, enjoy pa rin yung trip.
Good. Ali, how about you?
Right now, just yung season 2 ng Boys Lockdown. So, love team.
Ayan.
Malapit na. Actually.
Malapit na.
Ako yung parang keep asking, I was asking lagi sina, of course, Darwin, tapos sina Julie. So, kailan ba yung kasi syempre, I keep on following you guys. Tsaka all of the BL series, yung mga AQ Prime, it's good that they have launched a particular portal na parang streaming. Kasi syempre, limited yung mga nakukuha ni Netflix. Pero hopefully, we'll see more kasi ang ganda talaga ng mga opportunities na to. I mean, in Thailand alone, diba? They came up with like a mega channel which is like the GMM. It becomes very well known. And hindi naman sa pero Philippines, of course, I love the Together series, pero there was a time that I was hooked, pero I stopped and then I am more talagang comfortable watching the Filipino shows because I know that aside from that they are in my circle, I believe that we have a better acting, better stories to tell, and this is where I also encourage all of the companies and sponsors and advertisers to please support the show. If there's anything that we could encourage and build as of this moment is to make sure that this industry of BL, not only the BL, but I mean the local shows, lalo na ngayon, na konti na lang kasi ang mga TV stations, tapos nagkakaroon naman ng mga online portals, bigyan natin sila ng chance at bigyan natin ng oportunidad. Lalo na kung magaling naman talaga sila, di ba? Tsaka talent. Hindi yung puro lang, I mean, if it's going to be for fun, we understand. Pero if you wanted more awards, diba, and for Philippines to be recognized abroad, you guys are really doing well. The Asterisk, the Ticket to Me, you guys is just really one, tulad niya na, independent, but you are really doing a good job. Kudos to the syempre, mga big boss dyan. Diba? Tapos, and to the fan base, na yan, nakikita nyo, ang dami. Ngayon talaga kami pinuputakti ngayon ng mga maraming comments. Yan, sina John Joseph Fernandez, shout out tayo, sina Brian Santos. Kanina meron siya binigay sa akin na parang link, no? Yung parang group, no? So, isa sa mga, take note din ni Angel Romero. So, faith takeaways, gay men should portray gay roles, Ali King. In the future, I hope we don't need to call it boys love, because at the end of the day, it is all about a love story, Alec Kevin. So, yan. Actually, the BL kasi it's boys love. So, that's what they call it. Parang kasi it's a perspective of female, diba? Na kailangan daw, kaya iba naman yung sabi nila na queer stories. Yan, yung mga queer stories is another term. Pero I don't want to explain that further. Pero again, napakarami namin napag-usapan ng kwentuhan. Sabi ko nga sa inyo na sinadya ko na mawala si Angel na kasama ko dito kasi sabi ko I don't want to be interrupted in interviewing you guys. But I can take all day and talking to you and hopefully going to meet you, see you in the events. To the Ticket to Me, of course, to the BS Boys Lockdown in your season 2. Definitely, I'll be there supporting you guys. And so, and of course, the Asterisk, I'll be definitely telling kayo naman, lahat kayo, even those who didn't make it in the show because there are too many and I was only told to invite only 3. So, ayun po, maraming salamat. And again, thank you so much. But we have to pause for a quick break. Okay? Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
We'll be back shortly. This is Pride and Proud Asia, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Big Media is all about life's journey.
Yung mga yun, mga bata pa sila dati nung nakakasama ko sila. So ngayon, sikat na sila.
In digital. Entertainment.
Maraming salamat po na nabigyan nyo kami ng opportunity.
Information. Story. Inspiration. And experiences. Whenever, wherever you want, welcome. Join us as we push the boundaries of possibility here with Big Media.
Here now is the program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erica Mizon, together with her fellow millennials, they will be making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Are you looking for a solution to address injuries using an advanced, non-messy method? EverCryo is here for you. A good way to address injuries and inflamed muscles. EverCryo. Introducing the medical treatment for a range of physical alignments. EverCryo Compression Therapy System. A system that is easy to use. Quick and easy to set up for fast relief from pain and quicker recovery from injury or surgery. Perfect for anyone who experiences frequent pain or inflammation in a certain area of the body. Wrap on and get some cold compression therapy. EverCryo, an innovative therapeutic system to heal comfortably, less the mess.
Now back to Pride and Proud Asia, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, welcome back everyone and shout out to everybody who's listening or watching now. It's YouTube and Facebook. So Pride begins not just in June, but all year round. So we challenge all companies to commit to celebrating Pride every day from January to December. We hope you can join us on our advocacy of hashtag Pride Every Day. So yan post lang kayo. If you want to be featured, promote your business, we are giving you a platform to shine and be an inspiration for everyone. Our Pride of Proud feature, we always hear stories of successful entrepreneurs, business leaders, those who broke the glass ceiling. But have you heard from the LGBTQ+? This is your platform. We need to listen to you and learn from you. So we will be definitely feature more inspiring LGBT stories. Contact us on V81 Radio Manila FB page or the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce social media accounts. So before we say goodbye, please feel free to promote yung mga namin, no? Lalo yung mga social media accounts ng aming LGBT Chamber, Diversity PH sa mismong Twitter accounts, tapos yung aming website. Tapos, I would love to encourage and of course, thank again Asterisk for having Enzo Santiago kasi talagang yan yung mga he's very young pero napaka-promise. Ang hirap ng role na ginanapan niya. Tapos ang galing-galing pa niya. So kanina yung mga social media accounts niya, yung mga groups, please look for him online tapos support. lalo na yung itong Ticket to Me, Boys Lockdown, sina Alex, sina Ali King. Actually, marami sila sa mga cast. Nandiyan pa yung mga yung sina Kaloy. Actually, there's more. Kaya nga excited ako sa season 2 nila. Kasi yan yung mga, kumbaga, parang tumatak na talaga nung mga pandemic. And siguro magandang makita uli sila sa mga susunod na mga shows, di ba? So, yung mga advertisers dyan, if you wanted to, lalo yung mga members ng LGBT Chamber, so let's do it. Let's support this type of initiatives. So ngayon, as for pandemic pa rin, mabuti na lang talaga. Kahit pandemic, nakakapag-usap pa rin tayo and we still get the chance to collaborate. So, I guess we can all agree that video collaboration is more than a trend. It has become an important part of every business operation, whether you're doing online meeting, one-on-one, or meeting your entire team and customers. So everyone's voices and ideas needs to be heard and seen. So with Logitech's video and collaboration solution, you know you're getting the very best for your business. So please reach them at support@inolution.com.ph for all your business needs. Okay, so many of us will agree if I say that body pain and inflamed muscle will always be part of a living. So it's like you're working to do something to make your body hurt. So with Ever Cryo Compression Therapy System, you will experience the easy, non-messy system to treat your physical alignments. Okay, so there you have it. Ako, this is the beginning of the third season of Pride and Proud Asia. Maraming pong salamat talaga. Facebook and YouTube at V81 Radio Manila, www.v81radio.com, Amazon On Demand, download the V81 app. So you may contact us through the email address prideandproudasia@gmail.com. This radio show is presented by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce in partnership with V81 Radio. Thank you for joining us tonight again. So this has been your Jeoff, the traveling smartpreneur. Here, palalo na sa mga Bulacan, ginto sa Governor Daniel and Mayor Agay. Thank you. So again, promote SOGI inclusivity. And again, I'm really looking forward to meet you, Angel. Maraming salamat. So thank you. Happy Pride, everybody.
Welcome to Pride and Proud Asia, Asia's first online radio show that champions LGBT contribution and leadership in business and in our country and the region. Hosted by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce, visibility, representation, and empowerment. This is Pride and Proud Asia. Saturdays, 6 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Happy Pride! Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.